Hello everyone, we are here with the marketing product manager for World of Tanks, and we're going to talk a little bit about the PS4 version that was just announced. It was actually leaked a little bit too. So are you guys did you guys drive a tank into Sony's offices for leaking it?
No, actually it played quite good and drew lots of attention, even more to this leak. And since it was a very short time between the leak and the actual release, it was quite okay.
So you're welcome, because I was the first site to report about the first Western site to report about it. Anyway, jokes aside, do you already have any idea of the reception for the announcement?
Yes. The announcement actually was very good, and actually this topic was very hot for us, and lots of media, lots of gamers asked us whether we are doing or not the PlayStation version, why only Xbox, and when it will come to the market. So it was very anticipated by our community, lots of PlayStation. I'm a big fan of PlayStation, and I was really eager to play it on PS4. In media and the gamers, they've got very good attitudes according to the news, and we got huge success here at Sony press conference just several days before.
So let's go into the boring stuff immediately. Resolution, frame rate for PS4.
World of Tanks will be completely, fully supporting all the nice features we know PS4 for. So 180 with 60 frames per second, fully integrated DualShock support, PS Vita share play, so remote play and share play as well. So we're fully in there. We want our players to have all the experience they used to while playing PS4 consoles.
So the PS4 version, as compared to the PC version, what kind of level of detail does it have? Is it a maximum level of detail, or is it a little less than the PC that the PC had maxed up?
Console version, I think graphically it's more sophisticated, because dealing with MMOs, when you have a PC, you've got a very huge scale of different machines that our community have. And most of them, about 60 to 70%, are still playing on low-spec PCs or mid-spec PCs. And when you have multi-million community, each update, when you tweak graphic, when you improve graphics, physics, etc., or dynamic effects, it affects lots of people, and we need to care about them. When you're dealing with consoles, however, you've got the same hardware, so it's easier for us to implement like weather conditions, HD maps, HD tanks. So it will have all the HD tanks, HD maps, HD environments from the start, with weather condition, with night battles, with dynamic effects. So graphically it will be even more sophisticated than the PC version.
Wow. Is it the same for the Xbox One version?
Graphically it's almost the same, but the content-wise it will be a bit different. For limited time we announce two maps, yes, with Scorpion Pass. It's the first appearance of this map in the whole franchise and the whole World of Tanks. And also we're very glad to say that all the PlayStation Network account holders will be able to play, so PS Plus is not required, but it will give some more additional goodies, some 3 days of premium account, special tanks, and special access to sales as well.
So how was it to work with Sony for this announcement, besides the leak? Did Sony support you guys in development for the PS4 version? What kind of support did they give you, like technical, or how did the relationship develop from the start to now?
We're very glad to work with Sony, and we feel this cooperation is very fruitful for us. When several years ago, when in 2013 we started to develop the first console game for us. It was Microsoft version, it was Xbox version. It was very hard because it was completely new market, completely new world for us. We did only with PC and mobile games, and console was completely new, and we get lots of learning from Microsoft. And when we came to working on PS4 version, we were already experienced in somehow, so it was very smooth and easy for us.
So we are in Asia here. We're in Japan, and Japan gets some really nice skins and with the girls on Panzer and stuff like that. Why aren't we getting it in the West? They're so cute. There are a lot of anime fans in the West. I mean, I like that anime too. I'm a little bit of a nerd.
So all of it started when we entered Japanese market 3 years ago with World of Tanks PC. We knew that we need to provide our players here special regional content, customized content, localized. And we looked into the anime market because lots of fans of anime here. And we found this Girls on Panzer anime by Bandai Visual. And it was a perfect match because girls and tanks. What else a guy needs? So
That's what a Western guy needs.
yes. So it started with a very limited, regional limited cooperation for Asia. We wanted to see how it goes because World of Tanks was known as a very historical, accurate game, mostly for military buffs or historical enthusiasts. But we were very surprised. Here in Japan it was okay, but we got lots of feedback from other regions. And that's why right now we're working on the extension of our agreement with Bandai Visuals to extend it to global license. And we want to provide our players around the globe with Girls on Panzer content because many people love it. Many people aside from Asia, in other regions, in US, even in CIS region, lots of anime fans. So we will be providing for sure for PS4 version globally, and we will extend the PC cooperation with Girls on Panzer as well.
Is it going to be optional, like you can turn it off? So if you want to just take historical version visuals, you can turn it off, right?
Yes, for PS we started with completely optional. We are providing an official modification for the game, and for PS4 it will be able. There will be an option to turn it off if you are very dedicated to history and you don't want it. So we are not limiting anyone with this content.
I want it. I love history, but I still love anime. So anyway. One thing that I'm quite interested in is the reception of the Japanese heavy tanks that were released very recently. There are a little bit of voices around saying that a couple of tiers, like the IO experimental, are a little overpowered. So what are the statistics you have internally about them? And are we going to see a rebalancing, or they are okay like they are?
So right now it's too early to say something about that because not everyone got through all the line. Mostly it's players who got lots of free experience and they just they speed it up. So most experienced players right now play on this tank. So it could occur that they are a bit overpowered, but when the rest of the audience will get in there, I think the statistics will be more in the middle. So they're not overpowered right now according to statistics. Most of people before the release, they actually told that this line is nothing to look at because they're very massive, they will suffer from RT, etc. But right now we're feeling that the impression changes in the opposite way. So people starting to say that they're overpowered. So we'll see, we will work with this tech tree as we do work with all the rest of the tanks. We analyze the statistics, and if some tanks are out of their range, so we will get some rebalancing. But right now we are totally happy with all the players enjoying new Japanese tech tree.
Yeah. It's also a matter that with new tanks, people don't know where to shoot probably. I've noticed that they have some big weak points, but probably people still are just shooting at the front, and they are just hitting the thickest part of the armor, right?
Yeah, when new tanks appear, people need time to get used to them, to get used to weak points, to get used to their specs, how they behave, which directions on the map should they took to counter these tanks. So I think with time, players will get into it.
So now that we have World of Tanks coming to PS4, do you have any time frame or any idea of when we can expect it?
So we are doing best what we can to get the beta till the end of the year. So I think in 2016, early 2016, maybe it will be released.
Will it be a worldwide release all at the same time, or will it be staggered by region?
It definitely will be a worldwide release for PS4 in all regions simultaneously.
That's awesome. What like percentage development the development is at the moment for the PS4 version?
So when we understood that we want to go to console, we didn't just invent a new bicycle, we purchased a studio, Day One Studio at that time, Wargaming West now, which were very experienced in console production, and right now they are growing and they are doing very good job for us, for wargaming, making this happen.
I honestly can't wait to play it, because I actually stopped playing World of Tanks, but now for a little bit because I got World Warships. Sorry, I apologize, but
I'm a very big fan as well.
But I think I'm going to give it a try again when the PS4 version hits. So tell me a little bit about controls, since it's going to be very different moving from PC to PS4. Are you going to like use something, since the DualShock 4 is very peculiar, as different functionality than the Xbox One controller, for instance, or Xbox 360 controller? Are you going to use the touchpad or the gyroscope or anything like that?
Yes, for sure. We will support the fully integrated all the features that DualShock has. We will completely use them. I think the controls will be somehow familiar to those who tried Xbox version of it. For PC players, I know it's always a pain to switch from PC to console. I experienced it myself, but I think several weeks of playing will completely get you in there.
Is there any chance that you guys are just going to support keyboard and mouse too, since you can actually use them with a PS4? For instance, Final Fantasy XIV supports it. You can use keyboard and mouse if you want.
So right now we're not focused on using keyboard and mouse at that time for PS4, but I cannot tell about, maybe it will appear at the release. Right now we're not focusing on that, so we're focused on DualShock 100% of our time.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, and I really can't wait to try it.
Thanks a lot, and let's battle!